Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing well. My name is Mosaberpanah. Thank you very much for organization of the fourth International Conference on Contemporary Affairs in Architecture and Urbanism. And special thanks to Dr. Huresh Ahmed Nia for organizing such a valuable conference, especially in this situation, in this actually way that everywhere is facing with pandemic and the corona, and I hope the next period we could see everyone in the organization place. For today, I'm gonna talk about self-healing concrete as a sustainable material for a new generation of construction technology. Actually, my name is Dr. Muhammad Ali Mosaberpanah. I'm assistant professor in civil engineering department of Cyprus International University in Nicosia, Northern Cyprus. The subject that I'm going to talk for today is very interesting and very important because you know that the concrete is an essential construction material which is being used for maybe 2,000–3,000 years, and has been used for different purposes. We are using concrete for roads, building tunnels, subways, bridges, infrastructures as a structural member, as non-structural members. So it's very important material. Why it's very important? Because it has a very high compressive strength. It has high durability. Cost effectiveness, easy accessibility, compatibility of adjusting with rebars and casting in the different sizes and shapes. However, concrete has some vulnerable to cracking and other kind of damages like deterioration, which allows some severe chemicals like acid rays and salts to enter in the concrete and might make several problems like corrosion, coloration, expansion, swelling, and different others of problems. So cracking is one of the important causes of concrete deterioration and reduction in durability. So what we should do, basically, one of the things that we are doing is making regular maintenance, inspection, and if there is any problem, we stop the problem and we will not let the problem expand through our system. However, it might be very expensive and costly because sometimes we have some infrastructure which are under the sea, or there are some structure, for example, on the road infrastructure that if we want to go over regularly, it might be very expensive and costly for us, and we should pay lots of money. So what we should do, in view of increasing cracking of a structure, researchers invented a method named self-healing to overcome concrete structure deterioration. Self-healing is the best method to reduce cracking of concrete structures because process of regular inspection and repair maintenance is impossible for massive concrete structure due to large requirements of labor and cost. Self-healing or automatic repair is an effective process of sealing harmful crack without intervening any human effort or capital investment. So without any inspection, without any maintenance, we want to create one automatic system that anytime any crack happen, automatically this crack could be healed. So if you see in here, the number of publications since 1973 till 2017 has been monitored in this figure, and you could see that how the number of publication has been increased, and it shows the importance of seeing self-healing method for concrete. In this figure, the third figure, we are going to show you the importance of self-healing and application of self-healing in different actually engineering structures. So you could see that the most application was applied for the highway bridges and then water retaining structure liable to chemical attack, because tunnel member, tunnel joints, nuclear installation, shaft intersection, dams, concrete pavement, piles, and runway. So basically this method, guys, has been applied for infrastructure or the structure which are very important for us, and we should be careful because these are in our infrastructure system and will be related to many important things of one country or one state. Taxonomy of self-healing techniques. So we have several self-healing techniques has been discovered until now and discussed in several studies and summarized. So generally different type of self-healing techniques are used in target environment based on characteristic of cracks like lengths and widths as shown in here. So different crack, different actual healing might work for different crack widths. When we are using natural healing, we should know that it will work for less than 60 times 10 to the power minus 6 meter, or encapsulation and bacteria that we will talk about. Supplementary cementations and other chemical and biological methods should be followed or will be covered based on the crack width. So it will be restricted if crack width is, for example, in this case, more than 22 times 10 to the power minus 5 meter. If it's bigger, so this system, this healing way will not work. The first healing is the autogenous or natural healing. So almost 20 to 30% cement in conventional traditional concrete remain unhydrated. So it will not get hydrated. What will happen if concrete start to cracks? Unhydrated cement particles reacts with increased water, and then this might, this hydration that we will have in a system will close and block the crack that happened. So this inherited self-healing is known as autogenous healing, which is basically or naturally happens in concrete in the system. So you could see that in here there are 4 parts: the formation of calcium carbonate, and then the blocking by some impurities, and the hydration of unhydrated cement, because when the water will go, there are some unhydrated. When they react with the water, they will expand, and this expansion will close or block the cracks. Autonomic healing. Autonomic healing is an artificial healing process. Such healing is processed when an appropriate healing agent is added to the concrete. So the healing, blocking of crack can be done without any external aided ambient temperature. This type of healing will be achieved into 2 processes. One, the chemical and biological. So let's go over the chemical self-healing. An autonomic healing type of concrete carried out by incorporating chemical compound into the crack. So chemical self-healing concrete can be made by mixing fresh concrete with chemical reagent liquid like glue. There are many processes to accomplish chemical healing of concrete, such as hollow pit and encapsulation method. There are 2 methods of chemical self-healing of concrete: active and passive mode. There is a difference between these 2 modes, is that active mode needs to external supply of chemical reagent, contrary to passive mode. So for the chemical, it will be in 2 parts of the passive and active. The active from the beginning will be, however, for the passive, when the crack happens, this will convert to the active and start to crack blocking. Another one is biological self-healing. Biological healed concrete is an environmentally sound process that can be achieved by using microorganisms in designing self-healing concrete. The reason behind choosing micromechanism is that they can grow everywhere. Like they could be grown in soil, acidic springs, the water, oil reservoir, and different situation and different positions. Generally, there are 3 types of these microorganisms, which will be included in the bacteria, virus, and fungus. Out of mentioned microorganism type, bacteria of a special strain are the most effective. So if you see, basically when we are talking about biological self-healing, we are talking about the bacterial type. Why? Because the bacteria will be more compatible in a situation that the concrete might face with it. In this process, microorganisms are incorporating in concrete through various methods. Of example, incorporation of microbial, both in fresh form concrete, in sporous form, immovable form, and silica gel, in the form of encapsulation, and by using vascular network method. Another way is engineered self-healing. So various methods of engineering self-healing of crack in concrete has been explored so far, which depends upon the crack width. Again, the crack width is one of the important parameters that we should consider for our case. Apart from engineered self-healing concrete, many self-healing concrete techniques has been explored. The practical remedies is still unavailable. For example, bacteria approach is effective method. It might be expensive, and some of the bacteria might be killed through the mixing of the concrete. So we have to be careful because the concrete has a high pH. So if we add directly bacteria to the system, most of them will be died. And as the bacteria is alive, we should be careful about the environment that we are providing. We have another method of concrete healing, such as vascular technique, can cause prematuration of healing agent even before crack starts forming. While methods of engineered self-healing concrete gives better result than mentioned approaches, such techniques utilize fiber reinforced or engineered cementitious composite. Another method in engineered healing is encapsulation. Encapsulation is the most common and effective method to ingress healing agent into composite materials such as concrete. Just we are encapsulating the system, the bacteria, the glue, whatever we are going to use, and when the crack happens, these capsules will be broken and the material inside will be released, and the procedure that we are expecting will be started. A variety of materials are available to make healing agents and capsules depending upon desired efficiency. Successful encapsulation technique is possible only if the mechanical resistance of capsule used overcome internal forces of concrete mixture. Assume that we are using very strong encapsulation, and when the crack happens, so the capsules will not be broken, and then what will happen? So the resistance of the capsule should be corresponding to the resistance of the concrete and the materials that we are talking. This technique is capable of extending active duration of releasing pattern of chemical biological healing agent in concrete. A lot of research suggests that this process is versatile and effective because of its efficiency to regain concrete properties like mechanical and durability. Additionally, encapsulation techniques are facing repeatability challenge as concrete structure damage for multiple times, and capsules deliver limited amount of healing agent in the crack of concrete, due to which long-time usability might not be possible. Assume that when we are using the capsules, these capsules are broken, and if again some problem happen and another crack creates, so what will happen? There is no any capsule that might improve this system or heal it. So it will be somehow time limited. However, we are actually, the researchers are still working on this and trying to make the different types of actually capsules with the different properties that might be applied for longer period. Depending upon location of dispersion of the capsule, encapsulation techniques are classified as tubular glass and the micro capsules, or different positions based on the different type of material. Healing induced by encapsulation self-healing can be broadly classified as a chemical agent and bacterial precipitations. For the chemical agents, we are going to put some chemical material after breaking this capsules. They will release, and this chemical material will actually react with the existing material of concrete, and we might have some other CSA that might crack, actually heal the crack. Another one is the bacterial precipitation. Again, after breaking of the capsules, the bacteria will go and spread to the system, and they might precipitate the calcium oxide, and this calcium oxide will react with the silice, and finally the CSA gel in existence of water will be created and will block the system. So it is one example that you could see. These are the capsules in here. After the crack happened, these capsules will be broken. After broken, so the precipitation might happen, and with the existing of the water and the silicate, so the CSA gel will be created and it will block the cracks. So it is very important, guys, as we are limited in time. So just I might draw your attention to the selection of the self-healing techniques. We have different types of techniques: the bacterial, admixture, autogenous. So basically, we are facing with somewhere which are exposed to the water. So if we are exposed to the water, we might give some type of those. For example, bacterial, admixture, and autogenous need water in the crack for healing action to proceed, which make mentioned healing techniques best suited for a structure under the water. But self-healing due to adhesive agent is not recommended for the structure under the water, because water present in crack stop adhesive agent to be released into the crack and get hardened. Moreover, for an understanding of underground structure, all healing techniques can be applied. But if water table high is high, then the self-healing due to adhesive agent is not recommended. But if we are facing with the water, we should not recommend the adhesive agent, because it will be soluble and then it will not work properly. As most of structures are built in open air, having negligible or no water available in crack, due to which bacterial admixture and autogenous self-healing are very difficult to apply. There are some recommendations if you are really looking to go over this study and make some more research. First of all, you can contact with me. And secondly, if you want to go over, there are some recommendations that I could give to you. Future perspective for discussed topics should be further studied to enhance the client's and manufacturer confidence in using self-healing concrete instead of going for costly repair procedure. So this recommendation will be given in 2 sessions. Encapsulation, being a standard self-healing technique, should be studied further to make it practically applicable at commercial level. Such a study should include concrete mixing strategy to avoid capsule breakage and negatively influencing mechanical properties. And it should be used on commercial level. At the moment, we are in the research level. We are not be able to suggest in the very big case, because still we need to make more research, because these material, especially the bacteria, will be sensitive to the different cases. The efficiency of self-healing in concrete has to be proven under severe environmental conditions, which includes unidal curing condition, temperature, severe weathering condition, sulfate or salt attack, freezing and thawing cycle. Sometimes if we are facing with the freezing, thawing, and some other severe condition, self-healing concrete might give different actually situation. Thank you so much for listening of this presentation. It was very smart part of self-healing definition, the techniques, and if really you are interested to work on this, I will be appreciated to work with you. Thank you, and we will continue and follow this amazing conference. Thank you.